Rutherford Issues with Bryan Barrett on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at WGNSradio.com.
Rutherford Issues is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. Take control of your account management and energy consumption with the MyMTE app. Just download in the App Store, manage your account, improve your energy habits, and more. MTE, serving to make life better since 1936. Katie Peachy is joining us today from the Beesley Animal Clinic and Foundation this morning. And good morning.
Good morning.
Good to have you.
Thank you for having me.
It's always good to have you come in, and I know you and Dawn have been coming in kind of alternating and whatnot, but she's got some duties that all Americans have to take up sometimes.
Yes. Yes.
So that's all fine and good, but how are things going at Beesley?
Good. Busy,
yeah,
but very good. So that's one of the things we wanted to talk about was for the clinic. We have been extremely busy, and with the heat, we always want to make sure that we are careful with people's times and the pets if they're in the car, because we do everything curbside. But we just ask for patience, and if you see a long line, realize that depending on when you arrive, we may or may not be able to get to you, but we will try our best, and just to be patient. If you have questions and that's something that can save you or us some time, we are more than happy to help. We have a text line. You can call and leave a message that is a little bit more time consuming to get back to people.
Sure.
We're short, so we can send the text a little bit easier. But if you have questions, just let us know, and our website has a whole lot of information on it, so that can also be a resource.
Sure. So. Now, when you talk about lines, is that for like coming by for vaccinations or?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's the thing. A lot of what we've been trying to clarify as much as we can on the website without having too much information so that it doesn't get read or gets overlooked. Beesley, we're open from 8 until 5.
Mm-hmm.
And that is for surgery drop-off in the morning, and then for surgery pickup in the afternoon. That's the extended hours that people may not see. So we refer to our clinic hours, the vaccination clinic hours, those things. That's from 10 in the morning until 12:30, and then from 1:30 until 3 o'clock. And during those hours, we are able to do the vaccinations, microchipping, taking applications if you want to do it, in person by hand instead of sending electronically. But a lot of times people will say, well, I saw that you were open, or you see people inside. But at first, we're getting them prepped for surgery, getting them inside and getting them prepped for surgery. And then the afternoon hours, we kind of transition. So that's why we want the staff to be able to take lunch, and that's
Sure.
why we stop at 12:30 to make sure. So if you pull in and you're in line at 12:27, but there's 2 cars in front of you and we're working with them, then if we do that, then the clinic staff won't get a lunch. And the same thing for 3 o'clock. We want to finish as close to 3, like at 3, so we can transition, because then we start having the surgery pickups, and it's kind of all hands on deck for both of those things.
I saw, I just went to BeasleyAnimalClinic.com, and I see you got, vaccination curbside hours, all, and it's right there in your face. So
and we update that weekly, because sometimes it does change. We might have some wellness, and then so if you see that Thursdays sometimes we'll have an extended hour or two. We try to note it. It's bright green. We try to keep it looking the same week to week and update it, and it will be on Facebook and Instagram and the top and bottom of the website.
So now, is there a best time? I mean, what would I understand not coming at 12:15 to try to get in if there's a line, or at 2:45,
right?
But
honestly, I can't say yes or no. I can't
you
answer,
just
because
never
somebody
know.
asked that. It's like, hey, is there a better time than? And this summer has been weird. Like we've had it where it's literally like I'm on the foundation side, and there's a door beside my desk, and so when I see the cars have wrapped around the building, that's when I'm like, whoa. It's
going to be a day.
I don't know all the clinic answers, but I will try and help. And really, I mean, we've got great staff. Everybody's going to pitch in, but I don't know. But I tell people, if you can be here when we open, or even a few minutes before, if you've got the time, get here at 9:45, get in line. That is probably going to be better. Either the 9:45, 10 o'clock, or the 1:15, 1:30, and know that, yes, you might have to wait a few minutes, but the summer schedule's just been odd. with you never know when people are going to take the opportunity to do it before vacation or something like that.
Well, the key is, not to show up at 12:15 and in a line and think you're going to get seen, or at 2:45, because, and I'm sure that some folks, if they don't pay attention to that, kind of get,
and they get upset, and we're really trying to, we just want everybody. Well, we want the staff to have a lunch break. I mean, that's really important for them. The clinic, that they're hustling from 8 until 12:30, and sometimes a little before. Actually, they go out before that to start getting surgery patients in. So we want them to be able to have that time.
Yeah, I mean, and it's only an hour lunch break right there. So
well, and technically that's so that they can wrap up whatever they're doing, and so they get about 45 minutes. So we're just try to be good with their time too.
I get that. So just know, check the website, and you say it changes weekly. So
and for the last couple of weeks, it's been the same. I think it's going to be the same. We're open Monday through Thursday, so we are closed Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But Monday through Thursday, we try to have those hours posted.
Okay, very good. So that's the vaccination clinic, and you were saying that your hours are earlier, and this is maybe for preventative care or surgery, spay, neuter, that kind of thing?
The earlier and later hours are for the surgery. The spay, neuter, we deal with cats and dogs, and we spay, neuter cats and dogs from 16 weeks to 10 years of age. So, and again, all that information is on our website. When you go to BeasleyAnimalClinic.com, there's a services page that will let you know, like, we don't see sick pets, that they have to be a certain weight and certain age, can't be over 80 pounds. We don't have the equipment and then the staff that gets cumbersome, the cages. So we want to make sure that when you do come, if you already know you have a 100-pound dog, that's not you're going to need to go see a full service veterinarian. But those earlier and later hours are for the spay and neuter. And then you can use the website, find the information with the application, or you can text. We have a text line, and you'll be able to schedule for the wellness appointments. And that's where we do the heartworm test, the FIV, where we will ear mites and things like that. You can schedule wellness appointments to have that testing and stuff done, puppy shots and things like that.
Yeah.
And they need the first little appointments to get going with new pets, possibly.
And, just keep in mind, I know that pets are kind of a popular thing to maybe give as gifts and, that kind of thing. And just remember that, it's not only a big responsibility, but,
it's a lifelong commitment.
It is, yeah.
And we want to, our big thing is trying to keep pets and people together and healthy. And we do that through the various programs, through the spaying, neutering, because it not only cuts down on the overpopulation, but pyometria is something you may have heard of, but that's where you can get a diseased uterus. So we want to make sure that that's not an issue for female pets, that we are giving them the annual vaccinations that they need that's to keep them healthy, but it's also required by law. And then even our outreach program, we realize that when you're possibly a senior and you have that companion cat or dog you've had for a while, you get an unexpected bill, something comes up. We try very hard to keep pets and people together. I love our outreach program. We started that in 2016. Part of that was with Scott Walker here, where we would go out and do vaccinations and also the feeding. And since August of 16, we have distributed almost 40,000 pounds of cat and dog food throughout Middle Tennessee. And that's in part to a huge amount of donations from individuals and organizations and businesses. But that pet food helps a lot too.
Sure. So. I know we're going to talk about some foundation things in a second, but as you were talking about that and those who maybe need assistance and do have a pet, just to remind folks about the Oliver Pet Fund.
Yes. So we do have that. It is for, and we have that set up for urgent, not emergent care. So several of the cases we've dealt with in the past, it's been a very small dog. I wish I remembered exactly how large they were, like maybe 8 or 9 pounds, and it had a several pound mass on it. So it wasn't going to kill the dog, but it was making its life miserable and very uncomfortable, and could have led to worsening issues. But being able to treat that, to take the mass, we work with funds that are donated to us through individuals and events. And we work with wonderful full-service veterinarians here in Rutherford County. I don't know if we have any outside of Rutherford, so I'll say Middle Tennessee. But that partnership allows us to help, again, with urgent, non-emergent. One of them has been dental issues, heartworms, things like that, because eventually the heartworms could take the life of the pet. But if we can get it soon enough, and all that information, the application can be found on our website.
Yeah, and again, that's BeasleyAnimalClinic.com. Katie Peachy is joining us from the Beesley Animal Clinic and Foundation, and you mentioned that you're kind of on the foundation side. You do a lot of stuff over there, and do a lot of grant writing and things of that nature and such, but events kind of fall under your purview, I would say.
Yes, I do a lot of the events as well. So we actually have 2 coming up, and we, again, absolutely love the partnerships that we have that with veterinarians, and Family Pet Health is hosting trivia nights, or days. I think they've had a couple day ones too. We are the 3rd nonprofit that they will be doing out of 4, a trivia night, and it goes to support the Oliver Pet Assistance Fund. So our trivia night is going to be Monday, August 5th. So maybe you're hoping to do something before school starts. But it's at Family Pet Health. Brainiac Trivia is doing the game, and so the cost is $225 for a table of 6, or $40 per person. And we have where you can just buy, if you know you want to play solo, or there might be 2 other people, you've got 3 already, you can put a team together. But it'll be the dinner, the game. We've got snacks and some beverages. We've got some prizes we're excited about. And so again, that's Monday, August 5th. You can either do a table of 6, or you can do an individual ticket.
Okay. Yeah. And Family Pet Health, by the way, they've got a brand spanking new facility out there off of Joby Jackson, and really looks nice out there.
It is. It's very nice. So I think they call it their garage. It's the nicest garage I've ever been in, but their garage/meeting room is where we play trivia. So we'll have, I think, 10 or 11 tables, so 10 or 11 teams. But it's a fun night. And we went to their first one for Farrah Hollow. It was great, and the Just a Smokin' is the food truck that does it. It was a great meal. It was really, really good. So that'll be Monday. We have that event on Facebook, on our website.
Okay, good.
So
it's on the foundation website, or?
Yes.
Okay.
If you go to foundation.org or clinic.com, luckily it's the same thing. So you'll get there one way or another.
Well, that is coming up on August the 5th, so be sure to reserve your table or seat for that. And gosh, I know we're talking about a end of September event, but it'll be here quick.
It will. Barks and Bourbon. We love this event. It's wonderful. It's graciously hosted at Bell Meadows Farms out in Las Casas. This is the 4th annual Barks and Bourbon. I have to look at my notes because right now there are 14 distributors or vendors, but I think it's growing. Like, I think it's 14 plus. I'm not sure. So it's a great night. And I should say when it is. It's Thursday, September 26th. From 6, it starts at 6 o'clock, and it's small bites. You get to do the tastings and talk and have discussions with the vendors there. There'll be a bar, live music, a silent auction. So we're really excited about it.
Cool.
It's a fun event, and you can bring well-behaved leashed dogs.
Okay.
That
well-behaved
leashed dogs, and we stress the leashed part as well.
Okay.
We want to make sure, because they can be the friendliest dog in the world, and they see a ton of people and a food table and another dog and then just whatever ensues. So
it could be chaotic.
Leashed, yes.
Very good. So, and can you get tickets for that now?
Yeah, the tickets, we've already started selling tickets. So you can find that online. And we actually, Travis, who is in charge of this event, it's his baby. He does a wonderful job with it. Got us barksandbourbon.com. So
cool.
Yeah, and is spelled out, but it's barksandbourbon.com. All the information will be there. You'll see the vendors, and the tickets can be purchased at the bottom, or again through our website on Facebook.
And if there are business owners that are listening right now, or just people who are interested in helping the Beesley Animal Foundation, I'm sure that you've got some sponsorships too.
We do. We have sponsors for that event that are still spots that are still available for Barks and Bourbon. So yes, or if you just want to do a ticket, if you want a designated driver, you just want to come out. The farm is absolutely gorgeous. It's just a fun, very relaxing night. And I've got to say, if you look at some of the pictures that are on the on the website from last year's event, there was a mist that came in. It was a red. It's a gorgeous setting as well.
Yeah.
So it's a fun night.
Good stuff. So Beesley Animal Foundation Clinic, you can find it. Just do Google search, and Facebook, very active on that. And Katie, thanks for coming in today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. That's Katie Peachy joining us today, the Marketing and Grant Administrator with the Beesley Animal Foundation and Clinic. Don't forget, if you missed part of the program, be sure to check the podcast. It'll be up shortly at WGNSradio.com, or you can check out the archived video on our YouTube channel. Hope you have a great day, everybody. See you next time.